Hi guys, welcome back to our course on numpy. In our last video, we covered the flat and the flatten methods under shape manipulation, and today we are gonna learn about the concatenate method. So let's get started. So the first and foremost question is, what is concatenation or concatenation? So concatenation refers to a group of things linked together or occurring together in a way that produces a particular result or effect. And in the context of programming, it refers to the operation of joining two entities. Now these entities can be arrays, strings, or anything. So here we are going to deal with concatenation of two arrays or merging of two arrays. So the general syntax for concatenation is numpy.concatenate or concatenate, and we have to pass the list of arrays we want to merge and the corresponding axis. Now you must be wondering, what is axis? So axis, plural, are defined for arrays with more than one dimension. A two-dimensional array has two corresponding axes. The first running vertically downwards across row or the axis 0, and the second running horizontally across columns or axis 1. Likewise, a 3D array has 3 axes, a 4D array has 4 axes, and so on. So now let's move on to the code. Let me just open my terminal. So let me just write Python 3 and hit enter. Now I'm gonna import numpy as np. Hit enter. Now let's concatenate or join two one-dimensional arrays. So first of all, we are going to concatenate or merge or join two 1D arrays. So let's create two 1D arrays first. So I'm gonna write arr1 is equal to np.array, and I'm gonna pass a Python list to it. Now I'm gonna create the second array in a similar manner. So I have created two 1D arrays. Now let me print the result after concatenation of these two arrays. So I'm gonna write np.concatenate, and I'm gonna pass first array or arr1 and the second array or arr2. Close the bracket and hit enter. There was a bracket missing. I have to add an extra set of brackets. So it gave me an error. Let me just add an extra pair of brackets and hit enter. Now we can see the result after merger of these two arrays. Now we can see that these arrays have been concatenated. So we can say that the arrays have been merged, concatenated, or joined. Now let's move on and try to concatenate 2D arrays. First of all, we have to create two two-dimensional arrays. So I'm gonna write arr2 1 is equal to numpy or np.array, and I'm gonna pass two 1D arrays as elements of a two-dimensional arrays. Let me now create the second two-dimensional array in a similar manner. So let the elements be 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8, 9 for the second array. Now I've created two 1D arrays. Before concatenating 2D arrays, let's first try to understand the concept of axis. So I'm gonna concatenate the 1D arrays again, but this time we'll have an observation to make. So I have to concatenate the 1D arrays again. So now I'm gonna print the result. See, I've concatenated the 1D arrays again. So by default, the concatenation is done along the axis 0. So by default, the concatenation is along the axis 0. So you must be wondering, why did not I pass an axis value when I concatenated these 1D arrays? Now let's try to pass the value of axis. So now let's concatenate along axis 1. So I'm gonna give the value of axis equals to 1. So it is given axis 1 is out of bounds for array of dimension 1. This is because axis 0 is only present in case of a 1D array. For axis 1, we have to move to a 2D array. Now let's concatenate our two-dimensional arrays. So I'm gonna give array 2 1 and array 2 2. I'm gonna hit enter now. Now I'm gonna print the result, or ARR new. So this is the result of concatenation of 2D arrays along the axis 0. So this can be concatenated about axis 0, 1 and none. So an array of dimension n can be concatenated along n number of axes starting from 0, 1 and so on, including none. Now I'm gonna display the result after concatenation along axis 1. So this is the result. So in today's lecture, we covered the concatenation method under shape manipulation. That will be all for today. This video is brought to you by Programming Knowledge. Please like, comment, share, subscribe and hit the bell button for updates. And please stay tuned with us for next lecture. Thank you.